In this class, I'm going to teach you very fundamental 3D geometry, which is called ellipsoid. So I'll teach you this in 5 points. Point number 1, plotting of the ellipsoid, and then how to make ellipsoid, intersecting of ellipsoid with the sphere, and then I'll take the quarter part of ellipsoid and array, and finally ellipsoidal tent. So the first thing is to understand the plotting of ellipsoid. So when you plot ellipsoid, what you get to see? So let's take ellipse. So this is going to be like this. Okay, and if I go to this face, what you will get is the circle view in orthographics. If I go to this front one, again you will get the, if I make copy of this, okay, I'll make copy and then rotate it. How to rotate? You already know how to rotate this. So I'll rotate like this. Now you can see that an ellipsoid will have top view like this, front view like this, and side view like this. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Why will get circle in the side view? Do you have any answer? So let's find the answer. By making ellipsoid in 3D. Okay, so for that I'm going to take this, rather I'll make on scale, otherwise it will be very difficult to understand. So let's check its unit, and it's all done. And then after I'll come to ellipse, I'll take it say 3 feet, enter, and this side I'm going to take almost 20 inches. So this is the ellipse over here. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
After this, I'll make a line over here from this quadrant to this quadrant, and then after I'll trim this. So to trim, maybe I can go to top view and make line again, because maybe the snapping hasn't gone really well. So let's trim it now. Let's come back to our isometric, and then after, to make ellipsoid, as I asked you, you were not able to make it. So if you're not really able to make 3D geometry, then you are not actually able to think original geometry based design. That's why I keep on insisting that if you're really not well aware of all the different types of 3D geometry, then you are not able to, you're not going to make a combination of 3D geometry with the help of subtraction, addition, or intersection. If you are not able to do this, it means you are not up to mark in creating original 3D designs. It's not about surface, it's not about finish, it's not about color, it's about geometry, which really gives psychedelic feel to the people who are occupying that space. It changes your mood. So geometry is very, very important. Now let me ask you a few questions, then I'll proceed. Give me names of 3D geometries, at least 10 3D geometries. Number 1, cube, cylinder, cone, pyramid,
Frustum of pyramid,
frustum of cone, prism, sphere,
torus,
ellipsoid. ellipsoid, and next, about which I was talking, polyhedron. So you should be knowing all these 3D geometries so that you do the composition and create stunning 3D stuff to take it to your interior architecture or landscape or product design, to create very original, created by you kind of stuff. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
So for that, I'm going to go to this. What should I use here? Revolve. I'll use the revolve, and then after I'll make this 360. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Is it done? So I have edited out the portion here because this was not working. So I have created another one. Now I'll go to revolve, select both of them, doesn't matter. And then after take the axis of rotation, and it's done. Has that really worked? Let's check. Both of them were created, but the problem was that we were not in conceptual, we were trying in wireframe. So it's done. After doing so, I'll erase this and I'll retain this one. So I have shown you how to create ellipsoid in AutoCAD. Some people will fail in doing so. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll make you understand how to do the intersection. Which one? Intersection, this thing.
Yes, sir.
With the fusion of sphere. So let's take sphere over here, and I'm going to take as 2 feet. Maybe it's bigger, so I'll take smaller one, 1 foot. And then after I'll move this from center to the center of this ellipsoid. Got that? It has gone inside. So let's come to wireframe and then copy it multiple times. Okay. And again come back to the shaded, but before that, let me scale it up. I'm going to scale it up. So I have scaled it up. And again, I'm going to scale this up. Here I'm going to move it up. Here I'm going to move it maybe further up. And then after I'm going to shade it. Look at it. The first one. The sphere is inside. So if I use this intersection, look at it. So what would be the final result? Let me know. What will you get? Enter. You get what? Sphere only. Because if sphere goes inside the ellipsoid, so the overlap portion will remain the sphere only. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
And if I do same thing with ellipsoid, if ellipsoid is going inside, so I'll scale it and I'll try to take that inside. Maybe 4. It's inside now. Let's see. It's inside. Look at it. It's inside. Now, if I do intersection, so what is going to happen? What will remain? Sphere will remain or ellipsoid?
So ellipsoid will remain.
Yes, because ellipsoid is inside and the area surrounded or captured by ellipsoid of the sphere will remain. So this is what is happening. Now let's do the interesting part of it. faster now. Select this, enter. You're getting what? This is what? Kind of dholak.
Yes, sir.
To make dholak better, let's scale it. Should I scale it bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Smaller. So let's do it 0.8. Right?
Yes.
And then after intersect it, this is right dholak.
Yes, sir.
This is not the dholak of Dholakpur. Okay, but look at the creative side of it. I'm not saying I'm really very creative. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Once you start learning design, you'll have to learn the geometry, how to extract the geometry you desire. If you're not able to do it, you won't be able to make advanced geometry. Just knowing how to put partition, roof, wall, floor doesn't make you, even doors, window, doesn't make you the full version of your site, full version of the designer. You'll have to really understand deeper and deeper about the 3D geometries, because the composition which comes from 3D geometry is the most valuable learning for the student of design. Okay, now I'm going to go to this. Before that, let's do something over here. I'm going to click these two. See, so this kind of surface, where have you seen? I have exploded it further. This is what? Can you relate it with the day-to-day life stuff? So to extract such surface, such kind of surface, this is kind of, looking like tub. So such geometries, how you can make possible, you need to understand the role of the tools. At the same time, these tools are not alone going to give you the result. You will have to understand the fusion of geometry, selection of right geometry, and then only you can get such geometries. In this, I'm going to use some other tool other than the intersection. This time, I'm interested in using, say, union, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have used union. They are together. Further, I can experiment to work further. I want to show you something really surprising, maybe for you. I don't know whether it is going to be surprising or not. I'm taking the copy of it. Again, I'm going to copy both of them. And then after this time around, I'm going to use subtract. So A minus B. What did you get?
It's kind of jacuzzi.
It's kind of boat shaped stuff. It
Yes,
could be
sir.
anything. In this one, remember, this time around, I'm not going to use subtract. I'm going to use same intersection. Look. So what did you get?
Pillow.
No, it's not a pillow. It's a disc type of stuff. Again, you can explode it and then you can move it up. It's a kind of shell. Now let me tell you that how to do the quarter application. Quarter application means, let's copy one of the ellipsoid. I'm taking this here. I'm going on the top view, and you remember my favorite stuff, the slice. This command, I have sliced it. Again, I have sliced this. oh, it's gone wrong. So I'll use the tool again, and maybe this time around I'm going to take it from, this is not, okay, now it has taken the snap. I'll remove these three. Okay, so where is the delete command here? So your quarter geometry is ready. Now I'll explode it, remove these two, and then after, as I told you that I'm going to use array, so I have unified both the pieces. Now I'll go to top view again, and then I'm going to use array command. Okay, in this I'm going to use polar, and look at it, and then I can increase the number, say almost 11. So this is what you are getting. If I keep on increasing, say 17 number, so this is what you are getting. Okay,
Yes,
so such stunning geometries could be created only if you know the valuation of the basic geometry with the combination of the tools. So if you learn a tool in just maybe 1 minute or 10 minutes time, but it will take months and years to create such geometries.
Yes, sir.
It's a learning process. Furthermore, you can go deeper and deeper into it to extract the most original 3D geometries on which you can do whatever surface treatment you want. Most of the people are confused. They think, oh my god, the glass cladding, the shining, the glossiness, the finish, these all are design. No, they are just the part of decoration. Anyone can have their own point of view on understanding to create finish. It's a matter of days to learn the finish, but learning geometry takes years and years of experiment and learning. If you're not thinking on this level, believe you me, you remain very average level designer or an architect. Okay, now let's do one more thing finally, that this time around I'm going to create a tent out of ellipsoid. How do we achieve that? Let me show you, and then after I'll finish this class. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I'm going to go to front view. Okay, I'm going to take it to this side and slice it through the center. Remove this portion. Let's see what is happening inside. Explode it, remove this, the bottom, then come to top, and then after, what I'll use again, the slice. This time around I'm going to use slice over here, and then after I'm going to use slice again, maybe over here, somewhere around here, and then after I'm going to move both the ends away. Okay, away, and then after I'm going to copy what, this one. Okay, let's copy it. I'm doing just with the help of the Q or the clue over here. Maybe for precise working, you'll have to do a little bit of experiment to finalize this. Let's remove it because we can mirror it also. So let's mirror it, and I'm going to remove this central portion, mirror it, and you are done. So this is not a hot dog. Okay, so this is not hot dog. What I'm trying to tell you, by having these spaces you can allow the ventilation. This could be kind of a shade or tent for maybe 500 people, 1000 people. So this could be very large in size, and these places you can install the ventilation element and natural light element. Okay, so by doing so you are creating what? The stunning, beautiful tent like structure. This is not tent because we'll have to further work for days, maybe months to really reach on a final product. It takes time. You simply can't decide upfront that okay, I'm done with it. No, you are not done with it. You'll have to further work, and then only you will be able to achieve the best out of this. Keep on experimenting every day, half an hour 3D experimentation. After 5 to 7 years you will be the top-notch designer. I'm telling you this. I am gonna do the subtraction. So let's use top view, and then after subtract, and here I'm going to select all these, enter, and these. Now you can see what I did. I have created entry points.
Yes.
By using what? The subtract. So your mind should really be very sharp when you are taking any decision what geometry to be used at certain point. Since this was in curve and I wanted semicircular entry, I have used sphere. If I have to take square shaped entry, then you'll have to use what?
Rectangle.
Box.
Yes.
Never say rectangle, because when I'm talking in 3D terms,
so we can have.
Yes, let's wind up this with one more comment. In the morning I was talking about polygons and polyhedron.
Yes, sir.
Most of the students who are studying from the fashion design institutions, hardly they have the capacity to teach such kind of stuff, because they don't have the trainers to tell them the difference between polyhedron and polygon. I have taught many students, if I am talking about polyhedron, they will say polygon. If I am talking cuboid, they will say square and rectangle. Understand the distinction. When the language is 3D, talk in 3D terms. When language is 2D, then talk in terms of 2D. There's hundreds of possibilities in polygons and polyhedron. Polyhedron is one of the toughest 3D geometry to work with for interior and architecture. You search on internet, or you just search around, do research. There'll be few people who are able to use polyhedron in their interior and architecture or landscape. Why so? Because deep experimentation on geometry has vanished from the market. The scene in the learning world is that everything is going very fast. People are not putting energy and mind into creating geometry which is original. They are copying from the internet. If you are doing so, you will always remain copycatter, not the originator or creator. Hope you have understood.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for watching this video.